FM 94 The Dark. It is that time again. It's time to get to know a band here on The Dark. And tonight on the phone, I'm talking with Trevor from the band Thousand Foot Krutch. And first of all, Trevor, thanks for joining us on The Dark tonight. And where are you calling from today?
Thanks for having me, man. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, my man.
And how things going? I talked to you just before we started this interview, and you're taking a little break from your current tour right now. How is the tour going so far?
It's been awesome, man. It's been off to a great start. We're only 1 weekend right now on the Born This Way tour, and we got some great bands out with us on this one, man, with We As Human and Like a Storm and Righteous Vendetta. We had a band out for a couple of days called The Lately that was awesome, and so we got a good cast, man. Just good people and good cause. We all love music and love being a part of it, so it's been a blast so far.
And it's really cool because some of those bands you mentioned, Like a Storm, Righteous Vendetta, the Dark listeners have actually had a chance to hear the lead singers of both those bands. We've done interviews before. How is it, interacting with those bands? And obviously being a rock band, or for that matter, even a musical artist, having to get together with other bands and kind of coexist for so many months or weeks. I guess, how does that all work out for you guys?
Sorry, man, you cut out on me just for a brief second there. Can you say that one more time?
Well, what I was going to say is, obviously bands get together, they go out on tour, and obviously you got to coexist for a while. What's it like coexisting with other bands, I guess?
It's great, man. I think, like anything, it's kind of, for us, as much as it is obviously about the music, we try to team up with good people, man, who we enjoy living life with and just being on the road with. And so it makes a huge difference, man, if you kind of enjoy each other's company. And, to us, it's always a good time. It's kind of like a big family out there, you know what I mean? Our tours always kind of have that vibe, and that's just kind of our heart as a band. And it becomes a great thing. You get pretty tight, kind of just living life together, and ups and downs and everything else, man. It's kind of what you would think, but yeah, it's not always easy, man. That's for sure. Everybody's got wives, and some people have kids, and some people have girlfriends at home, and so it's kind of between all of that. It's the part that doesn't necessarily get any easier, but man, we love what we do, and just so thankful.
Hey, let's talk about the history of the band Thousand Foot Krutch. And Trevor, how did this band all start? Give us the history on that.
Yeah, man, I started the band at the end of high school, actually, so it's been quite a while, actually, and still feel just, like we're just getting started, man. But we're from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, actually a little city called Peterborough, just north of there, but no one knows who that is, so we always just say Toronto. But we're Canadian-based, and it's been a blessing. A long time ago, we were fortunate enough to kind of cross the pond as far as being able to play in the U.S. a little more often as a Canadian band, and just have never really looked back. Music is that's 100% who we are, and we leave it all out there. Both on and off the stage, and it's been a blessing, man. We kind of definitely a journey, and there's always so much to learn. And we went 100% independent after being with EMI for 10 years, about 4 years ago. So we had an awesome team, man. Everyone's really passionate about it, and we feel very blessed, man. We just fortunate and just excited to kind of just grow this together with our audience, man.
Obviously you're in the rock era, but if I'm not mistaken in this, you're kind of, do you consider yourself a Christian rock band? Are you an active rock band? Are you kind of an all genre rock band? Where would, I guess, Thousand Foot Krutch fall into what category?
I mean, we make music for everybody, and I think if you listen to our records too, it's, we're kind of, I think a good song is a good song, whether it's country or pop or rock or whatever. And so as a songwriter, I think, your influences and the things you love about music, though, I grew up in a classic rock and a hip-hop station in my town, and those are two things that definitely will always have kind of in different ways bled into this music and what we do. And so, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'd say, our faith is our lifestyle, man. That's who we are. It's not a style of music or a genre to us. And so, yeah, we're a rock band first and foremost, man, and make music for everyone, and love doing it.
And the reason I guess I asked that question, because the current tour you're on, you're kind of with some other bands. It seems like, I'm not classifying you as Christian rock or that, but I mean, you're with some bands that do fall into that category. Do you tend to go out with bands more like that, or doesn't it really matter who you're going to go out with on tour?
No, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think that was coincidental. It's a great group of bands and great, just good people, man, good hearts, and we love music and we love people. So it is fun, being out with these guys, absolutely. But yeah, no, it wasn't one of those kind of intentional things. We have a good time on whatever tour we're on, man, for sure.
Hey, Thousand Foot Krutch, the name, where'd it come from? What's it all mean?
I was 17 at the time, and to me, man, it's always kind of just represented the support system that our faith is to us, man. And so that kind of imagery is where it came from.
Cool. We're talking with Trevor from the band Thousand Foot Krutch. Would you have to say that Rock Fist was really the first song that kind of put you on the map, at least on the active rock side of things? What song really finally people are started to find out about Thousand Foot Krutch?
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think Rock Fist was that song. It actually originally was written to be the theme song for the wrestler, The Rock, and that was in place, and then he actually put in his resignation to become an actor like 2 weeks later. So we kept the song and put it on the record, and yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Now it's a song that we can't not play, and we love the song, and definitely kind of opened doors for us in a lot of different areas, man. So it was a growth step.
Now, I know you were just in Minnesota last week for a concert, and I didn't get a chance to go to your concert, or for that matter, I haven't been at a Thousand Foot Krutch concert yet. But I guess as a fan, what would I expect at a Thousand Foot Krutch concert?
Man, hopefully we get to hang out one soon. Our shows, we're live music, and just the live aspect to what we do is a big part of who we are as a band, man. So it's a very high octane show. It's kind of like lighting, a wick on a stick of dynamite. We definitely kind of put it all out there, and we're very passionate about it. So it's something. It's a big part of what we do and what we love about it. So come and party with us if you guys get a chance on the Born This Way tour. We'd love to see you.
Hey, let's talk about personally for you. You're from Canada. I got to ask the question: are you a hockey fan or not?
Absolutely.
Okay, so are you Maple Leafs?
I do love the Leafs. Have a good buddy who plays for the Leafs, so definitely root for the Leafs. But I'm also, I'm home based in Nashville now.
Okay,
so I got to root for my Preds, man.
That's all right. That's not a bad thing. And obviously, us up here in Minnesota, we're big Wild fans. Obviously, Wild to start off 2-0 on the year, so good season start for them. I want to ask a couple other questions too on the personal side, I guess. In your music collection, obviously, I'm sure you listen to all sorts of music. What maybe song or collection of songs might shock me in your music collection?
Man, I am all over the map
when it
comes to music. I'm like a kaleidoscope. I definitely got some a lot of hip hop from Jay-Z and Beastie Boys to just all the good stuff. Tribe Called Quest and that kind of stuff, all the way to I love some just good old-fashioned pop music, like Weezer and that sort of pop rock vibe, like Weezer and Fountains of Wayne, that kind of stuff, to Carrie Underwood, man. I'm all over the map.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. And obviously being in Nashville, I'm sure you get to see a lot of these artists too, don't you?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's a good hub all around for music, but definitely the home of country. How
about any collaborations? Would you do anything like that in maybe the country side of things?
I can see it happening, man. It's kind of all about if it was honest and the song was right, yeah, man, absolutely. It's not something we would do to kind of, try to bridge a gap or like for any sort of weird reason. But if it felt honest to the band and the song, absolutely, man.
Hey, what current band in active rock are you guys really digging right now?
I got to give a shout out to my brothers in 3 Days Grace, man. There's some fellow Canadian bros, and we grew up together. Always loved that band and love those guys, and so definitely got to give them props, man. And loving some Deftones, all over the map, though, man. I mean, there's a lot of good rock out there, and we're just excited to be a part of it. And cheers to all the bands out there keeping rock alive, man. You
had a background, I think, with Neil Sanderson, don't you, of 3 Days Grace, the drummer?
Yeah, man. We actually, hilariously enough, we worked at McDonald's together in high school, and he played drums on a record that I made before I started TFK. I did my own thing called Oddball. So he actually played drums on that, and we shared a house together, me and the 3 Days dudes, and had instruments all set up in the basement, so we were always jamming and working on music and stuff like that. So yeah, we got a lot of history, man. Love those guys.
Hey, and obviously now with Matt Walsh being the lead singer with his brother Brad, how do you think that's gone over? I mean, the music they've put out so far, it looks like it's going to go to the top again.
Absolutely, man. I think it's great. You know, that everybody in that camp seems really happy, and they're doing what they love, and the songs are great as always. And so yeah, it's good to see, man.
Hey, here's a question. I talked about collaborating maybe with an artist. What artist would you like to cover one of your songs out there?
Man, I would have to say, I mean, there's so many bands that would be an honor, but I would say a little Foo Fighter love, perhaps. Nice.
Well, Dave Grohl and the boys, huh?
Yeah, baby.
That would be kind of cool. What song would you have them do? What would you like them to do?
Man, that's a really good question. I would say off the new record, I would say probably Like a Machine.
Okay. Gotcha. We're talking with Trevor from the band, obviously Thousand Foot Krutch. You mentioned the new album, Oxygen Inhale, and the song that we've been spinning as of late is Born This Way, and kind of been out on tour with that. How's the tour going overall with the new album, the new songs, and all that?
It's been awesome, man. It really has. It's always so encouraging, you know, to see that sort of response, and the new music's been going over really well, and it's just been fun to kind of get out and reconnect. You know, we've been on some arena tours the last couple of years that have been awesome, but the intention of this whole tour was just to kind of get into some rock clubs and just a more intimate vibe and kind of face to face and sweat on each other and just connect on a musical level, man. So it's been awesome, man. It's been a powerful tour.
You know, do you feel that is actually where you make your true fans, is in these small clubs rather than the big arenas?
You know, they're both pretty amazing in different ways. You know, I think there's a different energy and a different kind of vibe, obviously, at both. But you know, we came up playing anything from, you know, back in the day, just birthday parties, back porches, and parties to, you know, anything and everything. So to me, you know, a rock club's always going to feel like home, you know.
I know we're cutting short here on time, so I want to give you at least a few seconds to let people know how they can get more information about Thousand Foot Krutch, how they can find out more about this band. Why don't you tell us about that, Trevor?
Yeah, check out thousandfootkrutch.com. It's all spelled out, and Krutch with a K. And then we also have a free app as well on the App Store, just TFK. And, yeah, check it out, man. Music, videos, all the information, tour dates are on there. And come hang with us, man. We'd love to see you guys.
And how about for the next release? What are you guys thinking about doing for Active Rock? Have you done that yet?
You know what? We haven't officially decided on the second single. We're looking at a couple different songs, but not exactly sure yet, to be honest.
Okay, well, you heard it right here, right? So we'll find out sometime soon. And how about coming back to Minnesota? I know you were just here. Are you guys planning another tour of that to get back here again?
Absolutely, man. We'll be back there as soon as possible. Big Minneapolis fans. We love your city, and thanks so much for what you guys do, man. We appreciate you.
Awesome, Trevor. Trevor, hey, a lot of fun talking to you, and we're going to play your latest song, Born This Way, right now. Does that sound good?
Right on, baby. Thanks so much, man.
That's right. That's Trevor from Thousand Foot Krutch. This is Born This Way. It's on The Dark on FM 94.